Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel where we play poorly rated horror games so you don't have to. Today we will be playing The Ghost Train by Chilla's Art. I played this one on stream yesterday and initially this game was not rated poorly on the Steam page. However, it left me feeling very underwhelmed with the amount of horror in it, so I figured we would go ahead and play it today. There are multiple endings to this game. There is only one way to get the good ending, but there's multiple ways to get the bad ending. We will go over all of the ways to get the bad ending at the end of the game, but this is the way we're going to get the good endings, including the survived achievement. You can get either the dead achievement or survived achievement, but you can't get both in one sitting. So I already got the dead achievement playing yesterday. So we'll be doing the survived achievement, but I'll explain how to get both endings or both achievements as they happen. This game has a lot of repetitiveness, but this is Kensuke Tanaka, age 42, his mail and insurance company's sales manager. We will speed through some of the less good parts or the boring parts, so. It'll prompt us to go to the washroom, get a drink, and have a smoke on most days. You will need to do this for all but one of the days. I thought for sure that there would be a jump scare in the bathroom, but there is not. Come on. Give me the prompt. There it is. And just like real life, it takes a while to get that to flush. Oddly enough, though, you can't wash your hands, which I find kind of gross. And be a good little heathen and close your doors. Alright, we had our drink. Although, oddly, I would have had the drink before going to the washroom, but that's just me. There's lots of cool art, and they do end up changing up. The one thing that got me the most laughs is the fact that the facial recognition or the face movement of the characters, and you'll see, I'll explain when we get there, is just so bizarre and really could have been worked on. However, the game was not that expensive. I also bought it on sale, so I can't really complain too much for the price. I think it takes 4 puffs in order to get out of here. Just gotta wait for the prompt to open the door again. There it is. Now we just wait for the train. You can't fall off the tracks. And here's our train. All right. Now I have to get my favorite seat, the corner of the second coach. She's the OL that rides on the last train. The old lady? I'm assuming that's Swiss. I want to leave her alone though, I'm tired, and I'm guessing she is as well. We're gonna take a seat. And we wait for the jump scare. No, I'm kidding. It's just a cicada. Didn't my stop just pass by, or is it my imagination? Maybe I can talk to someone to confirm it. So now we're gonna get up and walk all the way through the coach. Ignoring that banging. It's supposed to be a jump scare, but again, underwhelming jump scares. Hey, so this is the only way. The fact that he's still smiling intrigues me a little, not gonna lie. Despite the fact that he's lost some cicadas. It's no good. He's not listening. Whatever it is, I better get what he wants. So now we have to find some bugs. Like this one. There are... I forget how many there were. It doesn't say. I forget how many bugs we have to find. But they're all, like, around the train. And there are a couple of them that are difficult to find. Here's one. Alright, moving right along. We're gonna find a third one. Oh, I'm stuck on a door. I forget where all of the dang bugs are. Hey lady, have you seen any bugs? I'm just gonna go all the way to the end and then go forward to try and find the bugs. But I don't think we can get through. Yeah, this is the last cart. Okay. So... sometimes the yellow notification... Oh, there's one. I think it was just the 3 bugs that escaped. I'm pretty sure it was 3. Yeah, it was 3 bugs that have escaped. Alright, now we can move along to talk to the conductor. Do you need anything? Do I need anything? Yes, I want the train to get off on the next stop, please. You forgot to stop on the previous one. Oh, is that right? I must have been spacing out. I apologize for the inconvenience. We will prepare you for the compensation necessary for the mishap. Please leave your contact information here. Ugh. I don't have time or energy to complain to the railway station to the company. I'm just relieved that it wasn't anything serious. I'll let it pass this time. I don't look forward to tomorrow's work. What am I doing with my life? You and me both, buddy. I feel ya. Day 2. Moving right along down the stairs. And again, we're just going to repeat the same pattern that we did yesterday. And now we get back on the train. Now we go find our seat like we did last time. She's here again, not going to lie. There's a part of me that's comforted by her always being there. Maybe I should talk to her. Hey. Typically I wouldn't have the space to talk to anyone, but I feel that the ice between us have broken. I guess it's thanks to last night's incident. So she doesn't really want to talk to anybody, which is... I never found anything with this part of the story, so take with this what you will. I feel like they probably could have expanded on this a little bit, but... All right, let's go back to our seat. Encounter 2. What the hell? What's a little girl doing here? A kid shouldn't be roaming around the train this late. Daddy? I'm not your father. Yeah, you look different. Now you better go back to your dad. Oh, about that. I can't remember where Daddy is. I was chasing a cicada I saw in the window, and now I'm too scared to go back alone. Mister, could you please come with me to help me find my daddy? Either way, I can't let a kid be lost in here alone. I guess I have no choice. Sure. Yay. Thank you, mister. All right, kid. There's something else I need to tell you. What is it? Well, I think I'd forgotten how my dad looks like. How is that even possible? I think it's because he looks like any middle-aged guy. That's why I thought you were my daddy. But I think the only way is to talk to the ones that look like my dad. Okay. So it doesn't, the kid won't follow you unless you talk to him. So now we just talk to all of the adult men. Not your dad. There's always some sort of noise when you get over to this point. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. Do you happen to know this girl? No. Why, looking for her parents? Yeah, she said she's here with her father. It's rare for such a young kid to be here alone. What's wrong with people these days? Well, good luck to you. Moving right along. Excuse me, I'm sorry to bother you. Do you happen to know this little girl? No, I don't. I thought you were her father. I saw her sleeping next to you at, well, the while time. So, translation there. The whole time. This is the strangest thing I've seen in a while. Haha. There's nothing funny about it, ass. You think I'm doing this because I want to? Moving right along. And as we can see, there's nobody in this cart. Moving right along. Excuse me, do you know this little girl? No. And don't talk to me. That can't be. Her father isn't even on the train. Could it be that he left her alone here? The little girl with the little toy. We just follow her right to the end now. And away we go. She's going straight to the end of the train. For some reason, anyway. Nice shoes, lady. Oh, looks like... Where did she go? There she is. We follow her to the other end of the train. Where everybody has disappeared. Cup of noodles. The most interesting part for me for this entire game was actually all of the billboards in the train. Oh, and the little girl falls on you. And that is also an underwhelming jump scare. I expected a little bit more from that, but... Do. That's my stop. What's all that? I'm probably too stressed. I can't even tell from a dream to reality sometimes. And now for the next day. And once again, we continue with our ritual. Okay. As you can hear by the footsteps, this is new. So we can't get out of the door yet because of all the banging. And again, an underwhelming jump scare. The history behind Kirasagi Station is a legend in Japan. So the game did have a lot of potential. However, it did leave it very, like I've been saying this whole time, underwhelming. There was a lot that could have happened, a lot of jump scares that could have changed but didn't. For instance, this light that we stare at. It finally pops. It's not very loud, and it could have been another source for another jump scare, in my opinion. And I'm back on the train. It triggers once you get to around this spot, the train. All right. Going back to our seat. The woman's not here today. She's not here tonight. But as it appears, somebody is sitting in our spot. So we're gonna take a seat here. Just in tune for our next encounter. Darkness. Lights out. What's going on? A blackout? There's something wrong with this train. What time is it? 2 a.m. It's way past the usual arrive time. I have to talk to the conductor. And I believe it is this way. Yep. See, these lights don't appear unless it's darkness. So we're gonna walk all the way to the front. Where there is nobody else on the train. And it's locked. So now we're gonna walk all the way back. What's wrong? What's wrong? Can't you see that the train is acting weird? I tried the conductor room, but the door is locked. How can you stay so calm? What did you hear? What? I can help you only when you hear the voices of the natural world, even in the midst of crisis. So please, tell me. So, we've got a bunch of options. Depending on what room you're in, you hear something different. So, we're gonna have to go to the start of the train to figure it out, because it changes each time, and I believe that this is... Yeah. The longer you stay in the room, the louder it gets. And this one here would be a festival. In this room, we hear a forest. And this is different than the first time I played it, so this is not going to be in the same order when you play it. This is the seaside. And these are the cicadas. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's not the cicadas, it's the bell. So this is cicadas. Door's still locked. So now we go all the way back to the woman. And we make sure we put it in order of what we heard. Okay. So we first heard Summer Festival. Then the forest. Then the seaside. Then the bell. Then the cicadas. The other world says you indeed hear the voices of the natural world. The other world has allowed me to call the helper. It should be here any second. When you talk to the helper, the train should come to a halt. And as you can see by her facial recognition, it is not that great. Her chin is all funny, like, it's definitely strange. What are those boxes? They are my children. I'm just a lover of cats, you see. So this here is the helper. Are you the helper? What are you talking about? Who are you? Wait a second, I know you. You were the one of the troublemakers at my high school. Ah, you don't change. Mr. Shimizu, how nostalgic. He's the man who saved me from dropping out. Without him, I wouldn't be in such a position in my company today. But Mr. Shimizu, why are you out this late? Well, it's a hobby of mine to get on the last train ride before going to bed. Weirdo, he never changes. However, it's not the time for a reunion. Sir, this train isn't stopping for hours, and I'm afraid this train will never come to a stop. Is there anything I can do? Ah, I understand. Okay, listen carefully, kid. You must get off the train before the train reaches the end. My destination is at the end, and trust me, you do not want to go there. There are 3 stops where you can get off at. However, you must choose the right one. There will be an announcement melody played on every stop. When you hear the same sound as the sound you heard on the home station, get off. Otherwise, I won't be able to help you later. So be careful, young one. Okay. I'm going to quickly pause this just to explain that you need to get off on the 3rd station. If you do not, and you choose the 1st or the 2nd, or you miss the 3rd, it will give you the bad ending. You will not be able to get the good ending if you choose this one. So there are, again, 2 endings, but there's sort of multiple endings for the end. There's only one good ending. So if you want the good ending, which is what we're doing today, you need to choose the 3rd bell. So now we just wait for the 3rd bell. Train station 1. Get off? No. We're just gonna wander around a little bit. I don't know if it triggers it, but this is what I did last time. It's just to wander around. Train station 2. Get off? No. If you wait, you'll actually hear the bells. But just for today's sake, I'm not waiting for the first 2. And now we've triggered the 3rd one, which we'll listen to the bell for. This is the melody. Next day. This is day 4. Looks like your card read isn't readable. That's strange. It was working yesterday. Can you let me go this time? I don't want to miss my ride. Hold right there. Don't you even try to get past. If your card isn't working, you better get a ticket. Can't you help me get a new card though? No can do. I have to do that during the day. I can't help you at this time. So we need to go all the way over here to get a new card. Ticket, I mean. This is the day that you have to repeat if you want to get the other endings. So you can either get the bad ending by doing the wrong train station, or you can do it here. There's a couple ways to get the bad ending during day 4. When we get there, I'll explain. It's in a little bit. But first, we need to go to the really dark area, which again could have been a jump scare here. But they chose not to. You can hear something very slightly. It sounded like other footsteps, but I didn't really hear it. And again, there's nothing there. Down the elevator we go, which it doesn't honestly matter which elevator side you go down because you don't move anyway. The guy is gone. Through we go. Down the elevator we go. The only thing, in my opinion, that was kind of creepy, so it doesn't give us the option for the bathroom this time, is that things start to change the further down you go, and the louder, as you can see. If we kind of head back, you can see a figure standing at the top of the stairs. I never went back up there because I don't know if it triggers a different bad ending. It might. I don't know. But we're not going to do that today. The bass is so loud. And again with the screaming. This is really, could be anxiety inducing for some people, I guess. Just waiting for our train. Here it is. Thank goodness. Because the worst part about this is that it's ear torture. It doesn't even give us the option to get on the train this time. We just get on the train this time. All right. We're here. We're on the train. Let's go take a seat. On the second cart. Right here. And we wait. And watch our train station get missed. You've got to be kidding me. Not stopping again. This isn't funny anymore. So now we go talk to the conductor. Oh look, nobody here. We're gonna try operating the train. The train doesn't respond to anything I'm pressing. There's a keyhole. Looks like I need to key to operate it. But the door's locked. Oh. Well, we hit something. And now we have water. Now we can open the train. And as you can see, it's kind of ominous looking now. So now we have items we need to pick up. Here is one. I'm just going to find all of the items first. A beer bottle. Some shoes. There's the old man. I'll explain that in a second. We had one other item to find. And that is the bug case. Where was it? There it is. Okay. So, if you go in a tab, you can see all of your... Oops. Items. So we have our red windmill toy, which, as you remember, the little girl had. The cane, a beer bottle, shoes, and the bug case. So, as you saw in the reflection, there's people in the reflection. So, this is the first one. So we're gonna go... He looks like he should be holding a beer. So, he's right here. We're gonna go down to the next cage, the next cart. And here's the woman. Gonna give her the shoes. And here's the bug guy. We're gonna give him that. Here's the little girl. We're gonna give her the windmill toy. And finally, the old man. I'm gonna give him the cane. So, before we head on over to that side of the door, there is something you should know about the two endings. Once we open that door, there is, or check the door, you can get either the good ending or the bad ending, depending on what you do. I'm going to give up the jump scare and say that something is going to come out of that and chase you. If you let it catch you, it'll give you the death ending, the death achievement. If you escape, you get the survive achievement. Either way, you can still end up with the bad endings, either side you get, and again, we'll explain that when we get there. What we need to do, and as now run. So now we need to run. Oh, is it not chasing us yet? I think we need to hit the door one more time. And now run. So there is a door we need to get to. Because we're about to be chased. There's the chase music. For the sake of argument, we are not going to turn around. We're just going to keep moving. There is a door open at the very end of the train. Right here. Achievement unlocked. Survived. If you let it catch you, you get the death achievement. This old man here will not appear to you unless you choose the third option for exiting the train during the third day, I believe. Looks like you made it. This isn't the place for you. You're gonna need a ride home, but I don't have a home. Don't worry, just call home now. They should know where to pick you up. Call them now before you get lost on the tracks. You need to talk to him in order to trigger what needs to happen at the tracks here. The story of Kirasaagi Station is the fact that it's supposed to drag you to hell. Again, it's a ghost train. There's a story of a woman who went on a train and then didn't end up arriving home, and then she disappeared. It's kind of the story about what's happening with his wife So we need to call with the payphone. This phone booth only accepts 10 and 100 yen coins. I have 10 and 50 yen. Seems like I've only got one chance. Who should I call? If you did not have the old man there, this would not appear. Any of these choices here gives you the bad ending. They all have their own different speech settings, so if you want to play it over again to see them all, you certainly can. I'm not going to do that today because it ends with the same ending regardless. We are going to do home. I know that no one would answer, but I have to follow what Mr. Shimizu told me. Yes, hello? What? I can't believe someone answered. Who could it be? Hello? Who is this? This voice. I know this voice. There's no doubt about it. It's my wife. How could this be? I called this number many times, hoping that someone would answer, but no one ever would. Excuse me? I should hurry. I only got a few seconds until my minute is up. Eiko, when did you come home? I've been looking for you ever since you left. It's hard holding back my tears. However, now is not the time. Kensuke? Where are you? Kirasagi. I'm at Kirasagi. Kirasagi Station? No, don't tell me. What do you mean? What did I do? So, you two. I know exactly where you are. Stay right there. I'll be there soon. And then, we just go down there. Any of the other options, you would not be able to get home. You'd be stuck to wander the train tracks forever. I don't like how dark that is. Where's her car? Stay right there. I'll be there soon. So we're just gonna walk back because I didn't do this the first time and I don't want us to get sucked into the void. I was pretty sure her car arrived sooner than that. Or closer, I mean, so let's just walk back. Give it a second. Gonna close the door, because that's the right thing to do. Because I thought her car showed up sooner, or closer to the train station, the payphone. But maybe I'm wrong. There it is. Okay. I couldn't believe my eyes. It was my wife's car. She hasn't changed. I took her into my arms and cried. I'm glad, she whispered, patting my back. I held her hand and got into the car. You're here too early, she said as we were driving. I didn't know what she meant by that, but that didn't matter. All that mattered was that I got to see her again. We didn't have much of a conversation during the ride. There was so much to ask, yet there wasn't much to be said. I was happy enough to have her presence next to me, and rather soon we arrived at my place. She dropped me off, and I unlocked the door to my apartment, and just as I looked back, excited to invite her in, she was gone, without making a single sound. She had disappeared. Today, I live a normal life as a salaryman again. Wondering every night if I'll ever be able to meet my wife again. And that marks the end of the game. As I said, a little underwhelming. There were definitely a lot of things that could have been different. And there you have it. There's the ghost train. Definitely underwhelming, as I've said multiple times throughout this playthrough. Definitely room for improvement. I don't think they're going to improve this one. They just keep coming out with more and more games, which we will be playing. So thank you everybody for coming out to enjoy my YouTube video. If you would like to see other videos played or specific games you want played, leave it down below in the comments. But thank you and have a wonderful night. Take care.